Hey everybody. So this year I wanted to take you guys along with me on a family tradition turned into ministry. Every Christmas for the last 10 years, my family and I have been making food for our local police departments. Right now it's a little after 5 in the morning and I've been cooking already all night. I wanted to show you some of the decorations that Alonda put up. These are some of the desserts that we're going to be taking. This is nowhere near all of the desserts. We have a lot of desserts. But anyways, Alonda is my 13-year-old, my baby. And she did all the decorations this year because health-wise I wasn't up to it. But like I said, I wanted to bring you along with me. Oh, I didn't even... Let me see, I have one more thing I need to light up here. Okay. Let me show you. That's so pretty. So 10 years ago, a friend of mine at the church that I go to, her husband, at the time I believe he was a sheriff deputy for San Bernardino County in California where I live. And anyway, she told me about how the police officers never got anything for Christmas for the holiday. And this got turned off too. Let me turn this back on. And so that year I decided I was going to make lunch on Christmas Day to take to the officers. And I did. I made for them some tamales that year. I think that first year I made tamales. I made a few dozen and took down to my local police department. And they were so thankful for it. When I walked into their lunch room, I had noticed that there was only some like store-bought crusty cookies on the table. And so I felt really good knowing that I was able to make my local law enforcement know that I appreciated them and make them happy on Christmas Day. The whole point of it was just to show my appreciation for the fact that, you know, they were working and a lot of them have families. And they weren't going to be there with their family on Christmas Day. They were going to work so that my family could have a safe holiday. And I just really wanted to show my appreciation for that. And so that's how it started 10 years ago. Well, my friend's husband went on to be captain, and then I think he was chief. And I know he's still in law enforcement, but not in my local area anymore. But all these years it stuck. And I think it was the third year my husband and I got into a really bad car accident. We got T-boned right by our house on our way home from the grocery store. And the SUV that we had at the time, when it got T-boned, it flipped. It rolled into the field behind our house, actually, behind our little neighborhood. And my leg went out the window and my foot got crushed. And so I wasn't able to stand and cook. Before then, it was only 2 police stations. So we started out with the one that first year. The second year, we incorporated the CHP department because it was right next door to the police department. So for that second year, starting out with them, adding them onto the list. The third year, when my husband and I got in that accident, I wasn't able to walk very well because my foot was broke. And so we ended up asking for help from my church, and my church became part of it and started funding everything. I think that was the 4th year. The year that we got into the accident, I was able to get a couple of family members to help me put some food together. And I didn't do any of the cooking. I don't remember doing any of the cooking at all. My aunt, who is now passed away, she had made beans and rice, and my sister-in-law had made some homemade mac and cheese, and my contribution was I bought fried chicken from the deli in my local grocery store. That 4th year is when my church got involved, And we kept adding departments to it. And it grew into it being 5 departments, police departments in my local area. I serve about maybe 80 law enforcement officers every year for Christmas on Christmas Day. And so it feels good to be able to do that for them. Like I said, what they do for my family by sacrificing and giving up their family time so that I can have a safe time with my family, it means a lot. So last year I made a video of me talking a little bit about this. This is the ham that I'm making them this year, smoking it. But I talked a little bit about it, and I'll link the video in the description so that you can go back to it and see it. And this is ready. So let me close this up so I can get my pots and my pans and stuff so I can get that pulled out and get 2 more put in. Last year, our house got broken into while my family and I were at our church. We were singing in our Christmas program right before we went on stage, and my husband had a solo. And his solo was like, I think the 3rd song in or something. But right when we were about to go on stage, our security cameras here on our house indicated that there was somebody in our backyard. And sure enough, we saw some guys run past our security camera, and we were faced with, okay, what do we do? Because we left out and we didn't turn on our alarm, which was our bad, right? So I told him, I said, call the police and tell them what's going on. And so he did, and we still went on stage as planned. We didn't leave from our church, which was a 15-minute drive, to come back to our house. We just stayed there, and the show must go on, right? So later we hear from our neighbors that the police got here and to our house. A lot of them showed up here, and a helicopter. It was something like I think they said like 8 police cars. And a helicopter showed up here. They went through and secured our place. We told them we had a gun here. It was a good thing that we had closed up our safe with the gun in it. Usually we leave the safe open so that we can have fast access to it if anybody did come into our house while we were inside our house. We had closed it because the night before we had a youth gathering for Christmas party here at the house. And so we had young people, and our pastor has little toddlers, and I think his oldest at the time was 7. So we just wanted to make sure that everything was secured, so we had closed the safe the night before. So anyways, the guys who broke into our house, they didn't find the gun. They tried to find the gun, but they didn't find it. And the officers were really concerned about that because they didn't want to walk into an ambush with somebody with a gun. Anyways, they came in, they cleared the house, and our house got ransacked pretty good while they were looking for that gun. And but the officers were so great. They even let our dog out, played with her a little bit, saw to her needs. While we were still at the church. By the time we got home from the program, the officers had already left and locked up everything for us. Friends and family were suggesting that the officers came out full force like that because they knew I was the one that brought food to them every Christmas for the last 10 years. I don't think that was true. We have a really good police force in our area. I'm in the high desert, and it's a valley area. And so the Victor Valley is a pretty large area. And our officers are really good. They work hard. They do a good job. So anyways, I just wanted to share this with you, but I'm gonna have to try and I have to put the camera down so I can get some work done, and then I'll catch you guys back in a little bit. This is some of the ham. I'm gonna start these in another hour or two. I got more of those in bags, but I have to get going. And these hams. There's 2 hams cooking out in the smoker right now. I have to thaw some bacon for the green beans. And I told you already, these are mashed potatoes in these containers right here. So, it's like 6:30 right now. Merry Christmas, everybody. There's really no point in me laying down for anything. The sun is starting to come out. You can see through the window there. The sun is rising. So, Tiger's inside here with me, keeping me company, I guess. He just had his nose up in the air this whole time, sniffing, because he could smell this ham. Now, I still have to glaze the ham and then caramelize the glaze in the oven. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these 2 back in the smoker. I'm gonna glaze them up, put them back in the smoker, maybe cover them with some foil so they don't get black. And then these 2, I'm gonna put in my oven. And that way they could be on top, and I can do each mac and cheese on the bottom shelf in my oven. I have 5 trays of mac and cheese that I gotta make still. But that's it, the mac and cheese, and do these green beans. And that's basically it, because even if I didn't get to glaze the ham, it's smoked and ready to go, just the way it is. I prefer sweet ham, a sweeter ham than a savory one. But anyway, so I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit and rest my feet, and then I'll be back at it. Well, things got a little bit hectic. We're running a little bit late to get over here to the first police department to drop the food off. I had an issue with the mac and cheese noodles it was some different noodles that I'm not used to using. So anyways, we're on our way now to our first police department to drop off our first batch of food. So I'll try and get some video of when we get there. Okay, we're all gathered out here in front of the Victorville Police Department. We just got through dropping off some of the food. Usually we go inside and we talk with everybody, but these are people from church. We're all out here so we can wish a Merry Christmas, a lot more than how it usually is. Yes. Yes.
Merry Christmas. I like a Christmas tree.
So this is our first stop. We might have to go a little unconventional today, because when I called and talked to CHP, they said 2 o'clock somebody would be there. And I'm like, oh man, that kind of throws off the whole. So we'll probably just go from here to Hesperia next. Hi. Merry Christmas.
More coming. You're gonna sing?
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for all that food.
Oh, no problem. I hope you enjoy it.
Absolutely.
I've been a little off today, so. I know for sure the ham has my pastor's stamp of approval. But yeah, so you guys, we just wanted to come out and say Merry Christmas and say how much we appreciate what you guys do.
Yes.
And that especially on this holiday that is meant for family, you guys are here working and not with your family so that our families can be safe. And that's something that we started, my husband and I started it 10 years ago. And then my church started to support it, and it just turned into what it is now. So I'm very thankful to everybody from the church, Desert Springs Baptist Church, for helping with this. And we're the Keene family, and we'd like to just pray over you guys, pray for your day and everything, if you don't mind. Usually we have different people do it, but I think, Pastor, would you be?
Or Tom?
Okay, Tom, go for it, Tom.
Okay, come on, Tom.
Dear God, we thank you for this opportunity to serve those that are serving us. We thank you for our law enforcement officers and all of our first responders. We thank you for the sacrifice that they make on this day with their families at home while they're here protecting us. We just thank you for this opportunity to do this little thing for them so that they can at least have a good meal on Christmas Day. We just thank you for them and all that they do, and we just praise you in this day. We pray this in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Nice Christmas. Thanks for taking some time to do this.
Stay warm.
So you guys,
Thank you so much.
you guys have twice smoked ham, so I hope you like ham.
Oh, yeah.
It's sweet and spicy ham. So mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, green beans, dinner rolls, cookies, cornbread,
Thank you so much.
cookies, cakes, pies.
We're going to call out for Valley too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. We appreciate it.
Okay, now to
Yeah, we're gonna zoom over there first, and then we'll come back over here later.
I keep getting stuff on.
Hesperia and Apple Valley, yes.
It took a little bit longer to recover, but
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are well. I texted the captain of Hesperia, told him we'd be there in about 20 minutes. So.
Good, thank you.
Nah, no problem.
Thank you so much, and for calling and talking to them ahead of time.
I'd only talked to two of them, and I figured, well, those two are probably representing the rest, so.
You can kind
we're
of,
standing out here, you know, because they're out in the field.
Yeah.
working and
before we even left, I heard the sirens in our neighborhood, and I'm like, oh, dang, that means we're gonna be standing out there. So we're gonna go to Hesperia, and then we're gonna do Apple Valley, and then we're gonna take our chance and come back here a little bit. It'll be a little bit before 2.
Okay.
So
I'll give you the, we get over to Hesperia, I'll give you the dessert for,
Okay.
for there.
okay,
Then we're going to head
that's
on.
fine. Well, thank you for coming out and
Hey,
doing
no
this, and then making the
Thank you for all
dessert.
you do.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Better. A whole lot better.
Could be worse.
No, I could still be laying in that bed, not being able to move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
We're going to Hesperia.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, just hold on to it. Okay, so we just arrived here at Hesperia Police Department.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And this long table is full of food. This is so much easier. They had us walking through the maze, you know. You got some drippings?
I tell you, if y'all ever want a ham, I don't want to put it on the spot, but I don't know if I've ever had a ham that was smoky, juicy, spicy, sweet. What else was there? All together. It was like I've never had something that was, and then it's like the crust was a little crunchy too. I was like, Yeah, I told her, I said, it was so good, I got mad afterwards, because I was like, I want more.
I know. She's recording. Say that again.
Just more than the sense. Come over and have a hand.
Hey, if y'all have it, I'll be there.
Well, see, usually what we do is when people come with us to drop off stuff, then we invite everybody back to our house if they want to eat. And I make the same thing because, you know, I'm making so much.
Yeah.
So I make the same thing. So the gardeners used to do that. Like 3 years in a row when they went with us, they would come over and they would eat with us afterwards.
Anybody else would like to take?
Thank you.
Can I just be honorary for the day?
There should be a string in here.
Okay, well, thank you, you guys.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you guys.
Yes, that's the biggest, that's the most important thing we want you guys to know today, is that we appreciate you guys, and we appreciate that on a day that's for family, you guys are working and not able to be with your families to celebrate the holiday, so that I can be with my family and be safe at home. And so we really appreciate that. That's why we started this, just to show as from the community that we appreciate you guys. I don't think you guys get enough appreciation.
Thank you. We appreciate
We
it.
heard you guys were coming, and I'm really shocked to see so many of you here. Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah,
We, you're the one that made the meals, right?
yes.
Thank you, your family, and the church. Thank you very much.
And yeah, what happened was we started doing this with you guys. It's been about, I think, this is the 8th year. Or 7th year, because my husband and I got in an car accident, and I broke my foot. And so I couldn't do it by myself, and I asked my church family if they could help. And that's when we incorporated Hesperia, because our church is here in Hesperia. Yeah, just right up the street. And it took off. It's a really good ministry that I like. I like to come out and pray with you guys. Because I know that, well, especially after last year's fiasco, on Christmas Day we were standing out there over an hour waiting because it was a high-speed chase, right? And we saw everybody going by us, and we're like, oh, we're going to be here for a while.
Well, that's why I was happy a couple of the guys are still here this year. So.
Yeah.
And I actually have another deputy coming in with a unit, so if the kids would like to go out and look at
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
see what these guys do. That's Deputy Stanley and his trainee Duenas.
Well, before they go out, can
Yeah.
we pray for you guys real quick?
Absolutely.
And Cliff, would you like to pray for us?
We come before you, Father, thanking you for this time to show a small portion of our appreciation for those that form that narrow blue line between the good and the bad. We just ask that you would bless this food to them and make it nourishment to their bodies. You be with them, keep them safe.
Yes.
And we just appreciate that there are so many people that are willing to do this. We just praise you and thank you, Father, for them. Thank you for their leadership, and we just ask that you be with us throughout the rest of this day. And them too.
Amen.
Amen.
Thanks. Thank you.
Either shotgun or the front or the driver's seat.
All right, so this one right here, you're gonna turn on all your lights, okay? You wanna move that all the way that way? There you go. Now, if you push this button right here, that's gonna make your siren go. All right, here, I'll show you something else.
I've really been on the knife.
How's everyone doing today?
Great.
Look, you were on horseback at the time, right? It was
Yeah,
Wyatt
yeah,
Earp,
right, yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, me and Wyatt.
Yeah. Put that one all over there. All right, this one will be your siren. So
Almost
right
been
now,
that long.
okay? There
Well, was Land Sheriff when you got hired?
you go. Yep.
Yes, Glenn.
That's been a while back.
Yep.
What's the matter?
Yeah, that's
Is that scary?
Oh, no. Please
that's
don't
how we
do
get people out of the way.
Okay, just real fast, I'm gonna let you see me today. I didn't do anything special. No makeup or anything today, just me and my mask and my Christmas ornament. All of us have them on today. My husband, my kids. Just thought it'd be something cute and fun to do.
Hey.
Charlie, it's your turn. Go in there.
Oh, this is nice. From here, we're gonna head to our third stop. We have 3 more stops to make. So what we all have waited all day for, we delivered all the food to all 5 departments that we delivered to, and now we get to have our family time. So I just wanted to show you everything before it gets destroyed, because this room is about to become a mess. It's gonna be stuff everywhere, I'm sure. A shot at the table without all the extra cakes and cookies and stuff on it. Sonny walking around. We even got him something. He's so bad. Look at him. He's so cute, but he's so bad. Okay, let's get started, you guys. And this is where I will turn the camera off. Okay, you guys, so I said it was gonna be a mess in here, and we did clean up a little bit. But I wanted to show you what my hubby got me. Oh, I don't think you can see it all that great. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it now. It's an organizer for my seeds, because let me tell you, my seeds is all going crazy right now. And then I also got a camera, a new camera. I'll probably show this a lot better to you later, but I got a tripod, and I'm almost legit, you guys, almost legit YouTuber, because I got the YouTuber camera. So anyways, I know the light isn't all that great, but I just wanted to show you guys my mess of a kitchen. I haven't even been to sleep, y'all. I have not been to sleep yet. I got a lot of cleanup to do. I've been doing some of it as I went along, but this counter definitely needs to get cleaned. But everything that I'm showing you right now is what I made for the police. I always make for my family the same meal because I'm making it anyways. So why make it complicated, right? And it'll already be done. Some mashed potatoes. I didn't tell you what this is. This is twice smoked sweet and spicy ham. And you guys, when I say that baby is spicy and sweet, it is. And then I'm still working on the mac and cheese in the oven here. We're getting there. It's almost ready. Oh, and the green beans. Just some green beans with a little bacon and onion in it and stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys what we're gonna be eating, and we're not gonna eat at the dining room table for this one. I'm gonna make everybody's plates. I'm gonna make my plate, and I'm gonna kick my feet up on my recliner and finish watching Christmas Story. That's something that we always do. Oh, let me show you my seeds. This is why I needed, I don't know if you'll be able to see it all that great because the lighting isn't all that great here. Let me Turn on the light. Here's all my seeds. I'm gonna be doing a video coming up really soon on showing you what I'm gonna grow new this year and showing you how I'm gonna organize. Well, now I definitely have a reason to organize because now I have an organizer dresser to put everything in. So anyways, Lola, and she's loving her new little toy that well, it's not that little, but she's loving her toy that she got today from under the tree. So anyways, you guys, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you and to your families. I hope you guys have very Merry Christmas. I know my Christmases are usually just tiring, but you know, it's something that I love to do. I love to cook and I love to just bring some joy, some gratitude to those who deserve it. And our law enforcement officers really do deserve it. I'm gonna link in the description when our house got broken into. I think I said that already before. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a very good holiday season. So, Merry Christmas, and as always, God bless.